it's a warm welcome back to Radcliffe Radio, and what could be yet another memorable day as Radcliffe have travelled to Warwickshire to take on Leamington FC, a side just like the Borough who made the transition to Step 2 football this season. Although, unlike their visitors, they have already claimed their place in the division for next campaign. Sean above the rest as he sends it down the line towards Hancock, who loses out. Just breaks slightly in front of us before Glendon just stabs it on. And then Quaynor collects just in towards the left of centre, helps it into the Radcliffe half now at the feet of Edwards, to Farmer, sorry, and then to Evans. Evans out to Quaynor once more. Sends it down the line for Burridge, deep inside the Radcliffe half over on that left-hand side, trying to make his way past Smith. Gets the shot in, saved by the right foot of Hewell, and forced behind for a corner by Matt Sargent. But first time that either keeper's really been tested.
I think his late sighting, wasn't it, for Matt in that scenario? So he just swung anything at it just to block it. And Sargent in the right place.
Plenty of bodies to aim at. He's got David Ball and Hancock as the forward progressing options, goes towards Ball. Now Glendon strikes it a long way over the top, just outside the penalty area, but similar sort of strike to Williams, where it was always high and always rising.
Always going up, and that one's stuck in the tree behind that goal. You can see it just about poking out.
Phases of play that can ultimately result in something much bigger, which hopefully Carson can provide here. Up towards Maynard, just misses it, and it bounces away from everyone. It goes out of play for a corner, but for a goal kick, but it was a question of what could have been.
That was the quality that we were probably asking for. Is a great move from Carson. As you say, I think Maynard's glanced it rather than got a full forehead on the ball there, and to be able to test Hawkins.
Folds himself a few yards before helping it on to Hancock, who brushes it forward up towards Hume. He's trying to wriggle free. He's quickly back up on his feet after just slipping momentarily. Now to Glendon. Glendon down the line for Greenfield, who helps it back towards Glendon. Just in front of the breaks. Technical area, turns very, very nicely.
Just overrun it.
He still comes hold of it. Delivers the ball in across the face of goal. Just bounces past the far post in the process, and behind for a goal kick. But what a turn of pace from Glendon there, and an exquisite turn that went along with it as well.
Yeah, he spun brilliantly. He was putting tight to that right-hand touchline as well. I thought he initially overran it, but he was able to bypass the next challenge and then absolutely whips it across the corridor of uncertainty. I think it's just too quick that David Ball couldn't quite react quick enough to get a glimpse of a toe or something on it. As that kick long from Hawkins has gone keeper to keeper, and Hewell will assess his options here. He sends that long again, looking for Hume beyond him. He might go all the way through the ball here, and he strikes it.
Oh, it's just wide. It's a great effort. Well, Radcliffe want a corner. They feel that there's a touch on the way through from, I think it would be Merritt if anybody. He was the only player that was in close proximity. However, goes out of play in the end.
He's on the ball again now, Glendon.
Nice little flick out towards Carson, who delivers it in towards the box. And then out towards David Ball, and it would have been a fantastic finish by Danny Greenfield. Had it not been for the offside flag that's gone up on that far side, it connected really, really well with it.
Great finisher, wasn't it?
I think it's David Ball that's just initially offside.
Yeah, he brought it down for Green, and Green is caught it sweet as a nut, didn't he, in off the underside of the bar.
Yeah, he couldn't have caught it better if he tried. It's one of them where he cuts across it quite a lot. And we will be underway for a throw-in after all has been and done and said, just in front of the Radcliffe dugout, which is taken by Carson. Now breaks for Glendon just outside the penalty area, helps it back out towards Carson, who delivers it in towards Hancock. Can he sort out his feet, sets it back towards Greenfield, but it's going to be cleared away by Farmer. He probably has to take that first time.
He's tried to take it first time, but he couldn't. As you say, it's more hit him, and then he's tried to do the unselfish thing there and try and lay it off Greenfield, but
still a chance here. Hume tries to help it back towards Greenfield. Now at the feet of Farmer, who prods it back on towards his forward partner in Burridge, but bounces out of his favour, and then Maynard presents it back to Carson, who from Matt Hewell.
You mentioned it before in our little intro piece, how important he's been as of late, and he's made another key save in the build-up here. Radcliffe looks to come forward again.
Greenfield on the blind side gets a shot off, but in the end misused that one. Caught that one probably
too sweet.
Too sweetly, yes indeed. and it's a long way past the post in the end, and it's behind for a goal kick. 5 or so yards further up, which Thornley will take on the right. Sends it in towards the penalty area where Hume will just cushion it back for Jackson, just outside of the penalty area now, centrally. Turns back nicely, works it very nicely. It was just past the post. It's a great effort from Brad Jackson, just turns past two players, sells them the dream, and then just tries to wrap his foot around it into the far corner, but unfortunately, just always going off target.
Didn't get enough whip around it, did it? It was great little turn on the edge of the 18-yard box that created the space for the strike off and goal. Just as I say, just couldn't quite wrap it enough to, as you say, find that far corner.
Now Carson will take that resulting throw-in, headed on by Walker into the centre towards Hume, nodded away by Evans before it's cleared away by Walker. Underneath that one was Landers. And then Foley clips it forward for Jackson. Great touch by Jackson, sets it in the middle now for Greenfield. And now on to Sargent. Helps it on to Dudley with a fantastic weighted ball. Out to that left-hand side now for Walker, who takes a heavy touch initially, but adjusts well. And he's up against Meredith now on that left-hand side. Looking to weave out across, delivers the cross in now. It's going to be headed away though by Clark. It misses Ollie Foley, and now there could be a chance for Sherrick to come forward. Ball is sent forward up towards Landers. It could be a one-on-one opportunity now for Landers. Strikes it, but he's well blocked at the last attempt by Lewis Maynard. Had to be sure there, didn't he, though?
He's done brilliantly. He bent his run perfectly. Landers there. He literally stopped himself, bent his run so he stayed in his own half.
Of this Leamington back line. It's not a bad ball in from Tom Walker. It's met by Lewis Maynard just over the top. A glorious chance there to break the deadlock.
I thought that was it. He had a decent opportunity in the first half where he didn't get a clean up contact. That was the clean contact, and it's inches over the crossbar. Well, it was about 20 seconds. Well, good off my start. What about 20 seconds left?
Been an invaluable point there, won't it?
But at the end of it, we'll take the point. But in this busy, well, I say busy running, especially with a cut turnaround we've got Farsley on Tuesday night.
And that is indeed all she wrote, and it is only the second 0-0 draw that Radcliffe have conjured up all season. However, this point feels a little bit different.